Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Deck, and today we're playing some more Satisfactory Early Access. I so wanted to say Surviving Mars again then. I'm sure I've made that mistake before. But anyway, in our last episode, we unlocked Tier 5 and 6. And we have now also unlocked oil... what's it called? Oh, the thing's back. We've unlocked oil processing. And our best oil to go for is these two patches over there quite close to each other. So we are going to go that way eventually. But for today, we're going to try and get the encased steel beams in on the end of the bus, because we're going to need that to make the oil refineries anyway. Is it for the refineries or for the other things? The oil drills, whatever they're called. Either way, we need to get reinforced iron plates being made. We could also try and make the heavy modular frames, but I don't know about that, not yet anyway. We can just handcraft a few of those to get oil up and running, and then from there on it's going to work out well. So yet again, for encased, well, let's have a look actually what we need for this before we start building so we can plan accordingly. Encased industrial beams, we want the alternate recipe. That is the alternate recipe. 20 concrete per minute and then loads of these. Ugh, we are not producing enough to make this work properly, but we do get 3 of these out of this. Let's just build 3 machines for it then, and then once everything's backed up, this will produce as much as humanly possible. I am actually very tempted to split both of the lines for this, because it wouldn't be difficult if I put a splitter there and a splitter above. I'm not sure if I'd be able to get one above actually. Will you let me do it? Not nicely. Actually, 1 minute. Put 1 splitter in there. And if we take you out for a second, I think this is going to say encroaching, but just bear with me. Oh my god, it's going to let me do it. Beautiful. This isn't a Mark 3, is it? It's a Mark 2 with the looks. No, it would be a Mark 1 actually. Mark 1, Mark 1. No, Mark 2. It's a Mark 2. Or it should be a Mark 2. Is that why my production's not been as good? That's Mark 3. That one should be Mark 3. You should be Mark 2. And you're Mark 2. And is this actually going to... Well, in that case, we need this to go back up from where I brought it down from. It's alright, we can just do a little bit of maintenance here. In fact, we didn't want that splitter up there, did we? No, we did not. Encroaching of this clearance. God damn it. Alright, let's get this sorted properly. You're Mark 2. Put Mark 2 on your taskbar. Mark 2. Bring you across. Let's get the splitter in for this before we continue. And you go to there. You also just go to there. Then you need splitting. Wonderful. I want to make sure it's coming from the right one. It doesn't look great. I'm actually going to put one of these in. If that's where it joins, then it kind of needs one. So yeah, we can bring whatever excess is coming out up this way and into the encased industrial beams. So it's 2 resources. We want the 1 gap in the middle, and there's the 1 gap. Resource 1, resource 2, assembler, outward belt, and the next one. I'm probably not going to have enough concrete to do this looking at it now, but we need to bring concrete right down to the end of the bus anyway to bring it into here. So we've got another path to bring up from the underbelly. Not difficult. Admittedly, it does take a little bit of time, but it's not difficult anyway. Let's just get this all filled in. And again, I've started from the worst possible end of the bus. Yeah, put that one there. Because this is the end that we actually need the least. I should really start from the other end when I do this, but starting down this way, I at least know where they need to be. I do hope that was a mistake that I've just fixed on the plates. Beams, pipes, whatever the hell they are. Because if they weren't getting the full production, then that explains why we weren't getting the full amount of status, which will now up if that was the case. And yeah, production should get along a little bit better. It's not this one, it's the next one where we go down. Let's go and grab a shed load of concrete. In fact, we can bring the belt back with us because it's going to need to come all the way up here anyway. Let's just bring it on a Mark II. Come on, grab it. Although really it only needs to be a Mark I if we're only having 3 machines. Yeah, let's go Mark I then. No point wasting resources, is there? This is set up to do a full single belt as well, I think. Just take all, we'll need more than this anyway. I think I'm going to put Mark I belts on my hotbar, just so we're ready. And in you go. Got to bring this all the way up here. Now I've been thinking, where am I going to do my oil refining? The best place, or the place I really want to do it, is on the underbelly. And we can actually do that. If I... 1 minute, let me just build this path in and I'll show you where my plan to build it will be. I don't know how tall they're going to be. That's the problem. I assume they're going to be taller than the room I've got under here, but we don't know. If it is taller, I'm going to start a second, well, another tier coming out from here, and we'll go, ooh, actually, that's not going to be clever, is it? You know what, I might just do oil refining on the edge of the waterfall to make it look cool, and then we'll bring this stuff back into the underbelly and go up like we've done for most of it. If it doesn't fit under here, once we can actually build them, I'll test it out. Because, I mean, really, I'd just like to belt it all the way back and do it at base. That's what we've done for the rest of it. So why wouldn't we want to do it for this bit as well? Yeah, exactly. Right, let's get back up. We've at least got concrete ready to go. We know it's going to come through the floor around about there, and we can just follow this system that I've got going here. It's a little bit slapdash, but it does what it needs to do. And let's go. We've got the concrete we need. Up and under and over and under. Beautiful. 3 machines, so we know we've not got to come quite as far out. Well, I probably won't be able to reach to where I need to get to, but let's go on this one, because then I'll be able to get the power pole in the place that I want. Hate doing an odd number of machines, it just doesn't work for me. But that's what happens when I stop wanting to do full belts of everything. Nope, let's go another one in. We are getting quite far over this ravine, and we know we can't go past that now because it is the edge of the map, as we found out last episode, between me dying all the time. It's fine. It's fine. Admittedly, if I do it on top of the waterfall, I could bring it straight down onto the path. It depends how big it's going to be. If I do it on there and then jump it up above the Caterium, yeah, we could do it like that. I didn't really want to do factories away from the main base, but it depends how big it's going to be. And I don't know how much further I'm going to be expanding that way, because if I've got all circuit chips to make plastic, rubber, supercomputers, what else was there from the research we've just unlocked? There's loads of things. So the base is going to expand that way a fair bit more. At least it seems like it. At least another few tiles anyway. So we've got gap, resource 1, excuse me, gap, resource 1, resource 2, assembler. I'm probably going to get this wrong. Oh my god. I got it right first time. Oh boy. The first time for everything, I guess. No, you're not going to line up because I'm on the completely wrong tile. 2 and 3. And we do want these to stockpile a little bit at least, because these are going to be used for the Mark IV belts. So we want alternate encased industrial beams. Yes, yes, and yes. The limiting factor here isn't going to be the concrete, it's going to be the steel beams. But once we've sorted that out, it won't be too much of a problem. And actually, I've just thought of a rather brilliant idea. One moment. Well, it seems brilliant to me, but let's go half a tile away and half a tile away. This isn't going to be quick by any means, so I guess we'll just have a Mark 1. And can I get a merger on here? Yes, yes I can. Because really I don't want both of these belts continuing. What are you encroaching? Is it that? You don't like something here. There's a slight belt sticking out. Well, in that case, encroaching others. You're not doing it playing nice today, are you? Really, what I should do, take this out a minute. Actually, it should be on Mark II, shouldn't it? My bad. Let's go like that, and that, and that. Bring you across to there, and then we'll put the splitter back in. I do hope this will work. It shouldn't not work. And then if I bring you back out to... Excuse me. You weren't encroaching others' clearance before. So I don't see why you are now. I don't like this flying, is the thing. If I go there, so it looks like that's been supported that side. And there, and it looks like it's just holding on to that. Right, if I then... Nope, still don't like it, do you? I screwed it. I didn't mean to delete that one, did I? God damn it. They're going backwards. What? If I go the full length of that, I will get this sussed in a minute. It's just a little bit of a teething issue. And you go there. You're not going to work. Because we need to get rid of that so it doesn't encroach. And you can go there. And up you go. Right, now if I delete this, will you stop being a pig? Yes, that's what I want. I want to go that side. For no particular reason, other than I want it to be that side. We'll make sure you're not flying. And then we can delete this, and our line's actually ready to go. So basically, any excess, once these are filled up, will all filter onto these lines. Technically, this should be a Mark III coming out of here. Because there are two 120 lines on there. So you know what? I'm actually going to go with that. We're not going to go with that, because that is just stupidness. Where can you actually come across to? Let's do it on there, because then I can do my counting. And I know it's going to cut straight through these. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we don't actually need to go to. So, let's go like that. And bring you across. It doesn't matter which one's on which side at the minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be there. 1, 2, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There to be that one. And from there on, we just want to go into a splitter, actually, don't we? And then you can drop down on the tile before. Wonderful news. So we might as well keep these as Mark IIIs. Just because once the belt has, once the factory is stalled out, these will get full production through from these, well, as much as it possibly can do. In fact, then the limiting factor will be the concrete. Not that I'm really going to go and up that anymore, because I think we've got more than enough. And these all being made should add up, because I don't know how often I'm going to be using Mark IV belts. We'll see. Right, where is the dip normally? Because I want to try and keep the holes in the floor in the same place. So the ramp will be on this tile. That's fair enough. Let's try and stay on this tile so I know where I'm going. That's where the ramp's going. I'm going to say don't drop down there right now. Jesus. And this will be where the wall's going. And this one. There and there. God damn it. You didn't see what I just did. Don't look. Don't look. Foundations, we want the manhole on top. Right, we've got to go and bring concrete into this location. We're probably getting ready for another pathway down to the underbelly. I don't want to do that often, which is why I've not made another one yet. And, oh, shouldn't really have jumped then. Too early. Yeah, I don't want to do this too often, because then we're going to have pathways going up and down everywhere. Ooh, we need to go out a little bit further. Just a little bit. So let's actually take it straight from where the concrete is. Admittedly, it's only one tile further this way, and I know that comes through a little bit. I'm not doing anything down here anyway, so let's come and get this hooked up. I need to be careful, because there's a few times I've thought I've clicked and I've not, and I've got very dangerously close to the edge, which I do not want to do. We're having no deaths in today's episode, I hope. And then I just want to tile this out a little bit. A few more. One more. There we go. And then we can do the spammy clicky. I'm being extra cautious with where I am, because I know what happens if you fall into the water below now. The only other thing is I can't get any more beams going down. Admittedly, I could build my way down to the water and build an actual floor for it all. That is literally aesthetics and aesthetics only though, and I don't think I've got the patience to build down and pad out all of that lake that's down there. It seems a bit much, especially just to get two beams in that aren't actually doing anything other than looking pretty. But anyway, so we want this jumping up here. There. I think we can make it work with 2 high. And ooh, we can step it up from here. So let's bring the line out. We don't want Mark 3s for this. That's insanity. We want Mark 1s. You know, I've come quite used to working down here. I do like the underbelly. And if you go to there, because then you can go to there. Well, actually, you're going to be 2 steps up. And we don't actually need these ones here. Why have I designed that one so differently? I have no idea. So then you can go 2 high there. It's all working well so far. And in you go. We've got nice straight lines all the way there. Yes, we do. Admittedly, this walkway is getting a bit further away now, so yeah, I may want to do another path down here. It's not like it's miles away. It's only a fraction of our base. It's probably at least 3 times further that way to get back up that floor. Isn't it all nice and pretty tonight? It's beautiful. Beautiful clear skies coming with the looks of it. Good. Right, let's get the concrete hooked up and then we can get reinforced encased industrial beams. I will get it right at some point. That's why we don't really want to do this. Yeah, I probably should have come back another one. It's fine. Or I should have had this one at the front. We're going to have to do it the difficult way around now, though. I say difficult. It's not actually dead difficult, is it now? And you will need to go there. Do you reach that far? It would be nice. God damn it. Grab. There. No. No, you do not reach. By a minuscule amount. That is upsetting. Well, let's just put one there for now. Because then you can jump up and you can come across. This will be deleted momentarily anyway. And you can go across and you can go in. Don't need you anymore. Then we want a splitter and a splitter. Seems about straight. And you seem about straight. Yep, Mark 1s, I know. We're near enough at Mark 4s and we're using Mark 1s again. It's fine. I will get the pathways in further as well. Once, well, between episodes. It might be my job for tonight, because at the minute I've not actually got anything to actually do. Stop saying actually. Alright then. Actually. I'm going to put it on there, because then it's going to be essentially lined up with this correctly. I say essentially because I don't do this one on the black bit, but it's fine. It's fine. My power line ethics have gone out the window. And we'll just get this one in the middle. And also, I have noticed I've been placing foundations in different directions. Not really concerning me. We did set you all up right. Yes, it does look like it. Good. Because then we can just merge up. Yes, and that is centralised. And merge you. I believe this is in the right... Yes, it is. And this is nowhere near going to be producing a full belt's worth. From one, we're going to be lucky to get the 6 per minute that it says we're going to get. Can't afford. That is upsetting. Let me go and grab some iron plates. This is what I get for using Mark 2s. I could have just finished off with Mark 1s because I have got reinforced iron plates on me, but I've started with Mark 1s. I want to continue to use Mark 1s. We've just got to run most of the way back down the base, and I should be running back on the bus. It would make the most sense. Or I should just stop using Mark 1s and Mark 2s. I could quite easily use Mark 3s for the entire rest of the base. Or I could use Mark 1s, Mark 1s, shut up, Mark 4s, but that's way more than we need. Let's run back. You ain't seen nothing. That will be the steel foundries, I believe. I was aware that it does clip through the floor, but it doesn't really bother me, because how often do we actually go back to these old parts of the factory anymore? They're there doing the jobs that we set them up and doing, and we don't really need to look at many of them again. And apparently I've got a very good heavy modular thing, because we won't need screws now, we will need more concrete. So I will actually have to do more concrete on the underbelly. It's alright then. We can bring things in from wherever we need them. Right, let's get this hooked up, because I want these coming in. Beautiful. We need one of you, and 1, 2. There we go. So, there's our encased industrial beams coming in, albeit very slowly. It's going to do what we need it to do for now. I'm just trying to look over there. Yeah, our steel has actually backed up. So this will be running as fast as it possibly can. I can't get a 4th machine out of this because I'm using up all the concrete that I can afford to use from the one line that we've got anyway. I could always go and up them. That's a thought. I could make it into a faster line rather than expanding it. We have got concrete further down that way. What am I after? Mark 3 belts, because we want to take this all the way back to the market. And you go there. So long as we can slowly build these up. I mean, if that one ends up full, then we've got like 2 entire storage containers full at that point. It's not exactly far away, but it's just a matter of time, really. We can let this game run while I'm not here. That's been an option all the way through, but I tend to like to do things if I'm sat with a game running on my computer. I don't like leaving it just to sort itself out. If I'm not here, then it's not playing. Beautiful. I'd like to see how far the stators have got as well. Stators. I'm swapping it again. Because once that's filled out, then everything else will start backing up. No, missing steel beams. Let's just belt hop while we're going back, so we know we're getting the right one. It is wonderful coming down here and seeing all these belts full. Just don't look at the last. No, don't look at the last two. That's what I get for trying to be clever. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just take a load of these. Doesn't really matter if we've got the right amount. We're only halfway back. Jesus. It's such a trek getting from one end of the bus to the other. And again, not talking about the next series, but we're going to have different sorts of treks for our next one. I can't wait. I really can't. Alright, where are you coming to? Right there. Good. Let's continue. Really? That actually took me nearly an entire episode to set this up? Well, I guess we did bring the concrete all the way to the end as well. In fact, I think with my first encased industrial beams, I want to try and unlock Mark IV belts as soon as possible. Will you actually reach? That's upsetting. No, you will not actually reach, but anyway. There we go. And... oh! It said it wouldn't reach a minute ago. How dare you lie. I don't know why I just pressed Q after I did that, because it cancels it off. And there's our shop window. I mean, they are very well designed. It does look at all them motors. Look at all them stators, whatever you want to call them. We've got loads. Loads. I'm fairly sure we need heavy modular frames for most of this stuff. Because we do want to unlock it nice and quickly. I want to get rubber being made. We don't actually need any of these, do we? Not yet. I am intrigued with the smart splitters. I am intrigued. 1,000 quick-wire. I've got no storage on quick-wire. That's stupid. Let me just go and slap a storage on the end of quick-wire, because we should have one. It is a product that we will use. I never even gave it a thought. Not that these are going to tend to back up often, but they will eventually. Whoop. Don't need to do any more. And I doubt I'm going to expand quick-wire. Fine. Let's just go to there. Are you on Mark 3s? Yes, you are. You can go to there. You can go to there. And then you can go straight back into there. So, I mean, it will build up eventually, but... I mean, there was no point to doing that, but we know that we're going to need to save them up. I do want to get rid of these motors off me, because I don't really want to be carrying around high-end ingredients in case we happen to fall, you know, off a cliff. Or onto a cliff, as the case might be. Anyway. We don't need motors right now, is my point. We don't actually need rotors, either. Or these, or stators. I've not got any stators on me. Stators, whatever they are. Encased industrial beams, how many have we got so far? 67. They're going to be few and far between, but we've made a start at least. And that's the key point. So, what else do we need for our oil pumps? Rotors, we need heavy modular frames. In fact, how many heavy modular frames do we need? I'm going to assume I need at least 2 pumps. Let's go 4 on... no. Yeah, let's go 4 just on the off chance. So I need 8 heavy modular frames. I am going to handcraft them now, and then next episode we can go and see where our oil actually is. Heavy modular frames. I need 8 of these. Can I? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need more screws, and I need more encased industrial beams. In fact, I think we've got enough encased industrial beams, have we not? Just take one of them. Was it 20 something? We have let a little bit more time pass. 85, beautiful. We are getting there. We are in the end game now. And I will keep saying that because the end game's coming out very soon. I can't wait. Let's just craft these. I can't wait to get making actual heavy modular frames. Admittedly, it's going to be a nightmare, but why am I doing it with this one? We've not got the other one unlocked, have we? No, that is why I'm doing this one. So, that is the 8 heavy modular frames we need. We have got enough cable, so I think I'm going to finish this episode off by stocking up my inventory and making it all nice and tidy again. 1, 2, 3. I'd like to have 4 stacks of those on me at least. 3, 4. Sort that one out. Screws, just the 1 stack ever. Really? Did I actually get the perfect amount there? Don't see why we'd need more than that 1 stack of copper. We definitely want more of these. 3 stacks should be enough. reinforced iron plates. I'm actually going to drop some more of them. In fact, no, we should keep 3 stacks on me. Just in case. I don't know what belts I'm going to be bringing back from out there. I guess we'll get a full stack of rotors. I assume I'm going to be bringing it back on Mark III, so I'm actually going to load up a little bit more on these. I think that'll do. Don't think we'll need any of these. I'm actually going to delete that bit. Yep. Don't need status, whatever they are. We'll take 1 stack of motors then, so I've got 1 stack on me at all times. Don't think I'm going to need these. I'm actually going to drop these back off. I need concrete. Definitely need concrete. God knows how much concrete I need going out there. I assume, even if I take all, I'm not going to be taking enough. Let's get rid of the power shards. I was going to say slugs again. Get rid of them, because I don't need them on me. I'm actually going to drop the quick wire, because I don't want that on me. I want more concrete. More, I say. Let's take all this and then sort this out, because that's just a mess. But it's now because we are using the concrete down below. So, in fact, before we finish off, can I see if this would be expandable at all down here? It really just means me hooking up more concrete to this system. 45. I believe we've got 150 coming in at the moment, 'cause I'm sure that's all I could bring in. 150, yeah, that's at 250%. How much could we actually overclock these machines to? I'm not bothered about this section. This section can just plod on. And obviously I need the power shards that I've just put in here. 200% would be 90. 250%. I don't actually know. I'm not. 45. Calculator. 45 times by 2.5, technically. 112.5 times that by 4 gives you 450. Is it just me, or does 1 Mark IV belt support all of this if I put 3 of those in? That is quite cool. That's my first Mark IV belt. I've got to do that. Got to do it. I will probably put power slugs in there. Could I support that? Oh yeah, because I did 45 times. It'd be 112, which is 450. 1 Mark IV belt will fill all of these up to capacity, basically. Admittedly, I need to get enough limestone coming in to fill a Mark IV belt, but... Well, then, this factory could have just this machine and produce as much as humanly possible. I can literally cut this splitter off here, bring some more limestone in from wherever the hell I can find it, join it up here, and then Mark IV belt in you go. Oh, baby. So next time, then, we are going on an adventure to a degree. I'm going to go and get my sword now. I can't get my sword now because my inventory is full. Clever. Let me just drop one of those off and pick one of those up, because I am going to need my sword, just in case we come across any unruly enemies. But we are ready to go. And we can make 4 oil pumps, if that is what we need. But we'll see when we get out there. And just to show you how far we've got to go again. It's over yonder somewhere. In fact, let's start running out there. We might as well make our way there. We've just barely passed time, so I've got a little bit of extra time to play with. I probably need to jump back down through the underbelly because I don't really want to lose too much health. And again, when all these first 2 belts fill up, the the reinforced iron, the encased steel beams, sorry, I will get it right eventually, they will start filling up quicker. 2,500 meters. So, from Arcaterium ore, which is where I'm going to finish off the episode, how far will we have to go? I'm going to say at least 2,000 meters. Trust me, it's going to take an age building out towards that. And we have got to build out towards it because I don't know where the paths are going to need to go. and I want it all to line up with the base. There's the one dodgy mistake that is in the base's foundations, and if you have watched every episode, you already know where that is. I'm not going to tell you if you've not seen it, because I don't want to bring light to it. But you'll probably see it at some point when I run the opposite direction. I want that death mark to go away. That is where I fell completely off the map into the water. I don't want reminding about it. Right, we can scan now, because we're far enough out. I do hope it's not straight in there. Come on. I know it's miles away, but... please be more to the left side. And yes, I did build this ramp, because I did keep falling off. Oh, there's 3 out this way. I'm glad I came this way then and not that way. I'm possibly, if I'm having the oil factory, like on top of this bit, which is where I do intend to have it, we could always bring it straight into this. I just think it'll look cool having it on the end of the waterfall. And this is if I can't get it. Oh, god damn it. This is only if I can't get it built in the underbelly. If I can build it into the underbelly, we're shipping the oil all the way back. And then we'll do it. In fact, I could have gone and made an oil foundry, couldn't I? Just to test. And then we'd know. You can see some more of my pathways. Just over yonder. Excuse me. Yeah, I have been out there quite a bit. Anyway, sightseeing aside, we know what we're doing next episode. We're going off into the wilderness. I have explored that way before, but I don't know what oil patches look like, so I have probably already walked straight past them. God knows where the path's going to have to go. It might be worth going out, seeing where it is, and then coming back on a rough path, so we know exactly where we want to build it. I just want to finish off stood on this miner, because then we can see the base in all its glory. And we have expanded it massively in the last few episodes. It's just getting longer and longer. I probably should bring power shards out with me as well. Upsetting. I'm not going all the way back now. We will continue this adventure off next time, exactly from this point. I'm doing nothing between episodes. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!